Well, I remember when I first met you, I was assisting at a seminar, and when you walked out and you threw your name tag in the hat basket that I was holding, you had some twinkle in your eye that I was drawn to. And you mentioned that you had watched a movie every day and that you are a black belt in movies. And I was so intrigued by you, I had to go ask Barrett Crisco, who was leading the seminar at the time, who this man is. And he said, oh, that's Ed. Man, the conversations we have, you'll never believe what comes out of his mouth. And I said, well, I think I would like to talk to him. So he gave me your phone number. I don't know what there is to say that could ever encompass the person that you are for me. But whenever we talk, whenever I hear your voice, whenever I'm with you, nobody else has any kind of effect the way that you do on me. And I know that that in and itself is more than I could ever explain to anybody. And I don't know what my life looks without you in it. But I just want you to know there's nobody like you, and you have given me more than anyone. And I look forward to the impact that I can make on other people's lives from the one that you gave me. And I just want to acknowledge you for the torch that you hold.
Paige and I want to just thank you for everything, the contribution you've made to our lives, the contribution you've made to so many people's lives, in so many ways. And, we have this book. We've signed it for you. I'll read it out to you. From Paige it says, "My dear Fast Eddie, I could never repay you for all you've given me. Please know it's been a total transformation and honor. I love you forever, Paige." And I wrote, "Ed, thank you for all that you are in this world, and thank you for all that you have shared with me. Your inspiration will live forever. Much love, Jeff." And thank you.
Let's just dance and have some fun. Let the world go on and on and on and on and on.
They have crossed over the line, and the light's about to turn green.
It's another hot sunny day here in Central Texas.
I know. I know. It was pure insanity. Insanity!
Temperature is 105 for downtown Austin.
Come go with me. The sun is going down, the lights are coming on, and you turn me on even more.
This is Caleb Henry Smeisterlin, and he is a month old.
Beautiful. Thanks for letting me hold him.
Beautiful.
Maybe I should help you.
My name is Ed Epperson, and the reason I'm here is I think there are two ways to die. One way is well, and the other way is badly. So I'm determined that I'm going to die well. And so one of the things that I consider dying badly is when you have a funeral and everybody says good things about you, or they say what they appreciate you for, admire you for, but you're dead and you don't get to hear any of it. So what I'm here for is just listening to Jeff's words about what he thinks about me, so that he can carry that into the world for his friends and aunts and uncles and grandparents and so forth in the world, so that we can change this whole death denial culture into a death acknowledgement culture. So I feel enormously grateful to Jeff and Paige and Mary for the life I've had, and I am ready to die. I don't want to die, I'm just ready.
Bold words. I'd like to acknowledge you today for some of the contribution you've had in my life. I'll just point out that I met you about 7 years ago, I think it was, when I was chasing Paige. She is largely the reason that I reached out to you. I think you weren't expecting me, but I called you one day and said, hey, I heard you wanted to have a conversation with me. And you said, well, I wasn't expecting that, but I'd love to. And I remember that just easiness that you had and eagerness to connect with me, somebody that you didn't even know at that point, was very startling. And that was the first thing about you that caught me off guard, was how much you wanted to give to me, even without knowing me. And so we had a series of conversations after that, largely about masculinity and women and kind of what it means to be a man in a relationship. And I was 30 years old, kind of starting to lean into masculinity in a conscious way for the first time, as opposed to just kind of reacting to my hormones and my desires and the various women that were around at whatever time. You know, it was kind of just a reactionary existence. And as I was growing up, I needed some guidance, and you offered that to me. You helped me understand more about what it means to be a man in the world, and what it means to be alive in the world, and how there are habits that need breaking, and there are ways of thinking that need to die. ways of opening yourself up to possibilities you didn't know exist, if you're brave enough to let go of convention. You used to piss me off frequently with the things you would tell me, or the questions you would ask me, or the things you would ignore that I said, and I didn't really get it, at first, what your deeper intentions or deeper meaning was behind that surface level triviality that I was bringing up. I guess it took practice of, trying to see the bigger picture, see the deeper context, see the root of the matter. And it was always the same with you. You always elevated the conversation to some new level that I didn't know existed or didn't want to go to, or it's like bitter medicine that I needed to swallow sometimes. You always had that medicine for me. Sometimes I felt like I didn't need your medicine and I would leave you alone for months on end, and sometimes I would just need a conversation. And you were always willing for that. And through that, I have developed a radical love relationship with Paige, and we have gone places I didn't know existed in love. My life is a lot bigger as a result of that. So thank you.
Thank you. Well said. Let me add something here. There's a book called The Second Mountain. And it basically says that in the first 40 years of life, we can kind of do the first mountain. And then a lot of people never get around to the second mountain. They just spend their 50s and 60s and 70s and 80s doing the same thing they did in their 20s and 30s and 40s, just less well. But this book is really wonderful because it says that you can gain a lot of life between 40 and 80 that most people don't think about. They worry about being 40 and that's real old and they're going to be real old at 50. But when you're 80 or 90 years old, like say Jimmy Carter, you can look back on 40 years of really serious fun and joy and celebration with grandkids and trips and adventure of all sorts. So I think we tend to invalidate our lives after 40 in America, when that's the time we can have our best times. We just have to realize that we don't know everything and we haven't experienced everything. It's time to be innocent and vulnerable and childlike and curious rather than all-knowing.
Well, lucky me, I have a good reminder of how to be childlike as I approach 40.
But there are a lot of people who have babies around and they don't use them for that. So you want to
Excellent
give yourself a pat on the back for being awake to that possibility.
Do you want them to pick me up? 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's see what's in here. I bet Mary has some trash in there. You see all that? This is another one. Looks like compost. And this one. One more time. Is that a trash can?
Yeah, right there.
Would you please show me the other trash cans? Okay, let's go out there.
Walk a mile in my shoes. In my shoes. Look for criticizing cues. Walk a mile in my shoes.
Oh, I see. You want to take it out to look at the trash cans? But you could also stand on it and look at the fish.
So I could be you, and you could be me, for just 1 hour.
Let's go to the trash cans.
You want to go see the trash cans?
Yeah.
That'll be the day. Ooh. That'll be the day. Ooh. That'll,
Cheese.
ooh.
Cheese.
That'll be the day when I die.
Cheese.
Hey, Caleb, tell me what you're looking at.
Don't forget trash cans. Mama, you move that out of the way?
Do I want to move it?
Yeah.
Okay. Good idea. Which trash can do you like the best?
Every bush I can bet. Cause I like it.
Oh, I could be you, and you could be me, for just 1 hour. Sure, we'd find a way to see inside each other's mind. And if only
Bye-bye.
you knew without hesitation, I'm sure you'd be surprised to see all the life you've been blind, hawk a mile
Take care, buddy.
shoe.
Yeah, buddy.
And if I only had wings,
Just touch it.
and I could fly,
No, trash cans are all empty.
you know I'd climb
Oh, your trash
to the
cans
top
are
of
empty?
mountains, and I'd cry, hawk a mile in my shoes.
Was these trash cans outside?
Walk
Yeah, let's go
around
see
in my shoes. Oh, before
Bye.
you
Wave.
criticize and abuse. Walk around in my shoes.
Bye. Go see trash cans.
Okay.
Wake up on a Sunday morning, we come together,
So I was in the song this morning, and everybody was saying what they got out of meditation and retreats and so forth. And I said, my name is Ed. I'm 85 years old. I've never been to a retreat for Buddhism. These words that I'm going to give you now. Sometimes I'm somebody with something to do and someplace to go. And other times I'm nobody with nothing to do and no place to go. Thank you. And so they kind of got an idea of what Buddhism is. Buddhism is like body choir. You know, you're dancing, and there's rules. And if you break the rules, people don't necessarily get angry at you. They just point out that you broke the rules.
I'll come with you.
I wish I.
For Halloween, Kayla dressed up as a beautiful queen. And I'll have to show you the dress they picked out. Where did we find the dress? Oh, look, who is that?
That's my mom, that's me, that's my dad.
My son wouldn't wear a dress. He said, well, let him.
I work with people across the spectrum of
That's today.
every way of being,
This is for today.
and I love all of them as the humans that they are. And when it came to Caleb dressing up as a woman and wearing makeup and dresses and really loving to pretend to be a girl, I found that feeling coming
I
up
was
in me
hammering
too.
rocks.
Like I didn't know how to.
So yeah, I
Yes to
was
that.
so strong. I broke that rock.
And my expectations of what my relationship to Caleb will be, because I've been visualizing it for 20 plus years of what it's going to be like to have a son. And every day is a reminder that you have no idea how it's going to be. And I think back to your point of just being with it and in its true form, so that you don't miss that true form. Like if I have this expectation or ideal that I'm trying to mold him into, it's just going to drive a wedge.
Caleb, do you still have fun with the trash cans?
They're a little bit fun.
And do you still want to drive a recycle truck?
Yes.
A big blue recycle truck?
Yes.
Do you like trash more or recycling more?
Recycling.
Yeah, martial art, or judo, into martial art.
What kind of trash can is that?
Recycle.
Okay.
Right there.